guys, it's your girl Tara here from Blondie Yoga, and we are back for another Thursday yoga flow. And this one is for the beginners, so we will be really getting into Warrior One and then taking flight in Warrior One, which is a little bit of balance, a lot of leg action. So let's get into it. We're gonna come down onto our mats, taking a child's pose here, so bringing our big toes to touch, our knees out wide, sitting back on our hips to hinge at the hips and grow forward, melting your forehead down here. Taking 3 big belly breaths together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, release. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, release. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, release. Now giving recognition to all 3 planes of existence, starting with your mental space. What is something in your mind that just keeps turning, that does not seem to turn off? Paying recognition there. How do you feel in this moment? Maybe the morning was busy. Maybe you just really need this. How does it feel to be in your emotional body? Then coming through our physical body, how does it feel to be in your vessel? Are there some areas of tightness that deserve more love? Just paying recognition here. Reminding ourselves that we are only taking inventory without judgment so that we can better assess and provide love to our body. Taking a collective breath together to seal in all of our thoughts. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, release. And then on your next inhale, we are going to get moving and grooving. So on your next inhale, meeting me into a tabletop position, tucking our toes out behind us. And we are going to take a few swaying motions. So on your next inhale, you're gonna come through a neutral tabletop. Then as you exhale, you're gonna bring your hips to the right and bend your left elbow. And then you're gonna inhale back through to center. Exhale, sway your hips to the left, bend your right elbow. Inhale back through to center, a little bit faster. Exhale, hips to the right. Inhale back through to center, exhale, hips to the left. One more time, a little bit faster. Exhale, hips to the right. Inhale back through to center, exhale, hips to the left. One good round of cat-cow for good measure. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine, tucking your chin into your chest, creating that cat spine. Inhale through to a neutral tabletop as we take a bird dog. So we're gonna kick our right foot back, making sure our heel's in line with our glute here. We're not trying to splayal the spine and tuck the pelvis up. We're trying to tuck the pelvis underneath us. Keeping that core engagement here, our Uddiyana Bandha. Pointing our toes down towards the earth, and then bringing your left arm out in front of you. Taking a big inhale here to lift up. Exhale as we bring knee towards elbow, contracting it through. Inhale to expand. Exhale to contract. Inhale to expand. Exhale to contract. One more time, inhale to expand. Exhale to contract and hold. Trying to build that hatha, that heat in our body here, as it'll help us in Warrior One. Inhale to reach, slowly placing our left palm down our right foot. We're gonna take some pulses to warm up those glutes here. So flexing our toes down, we're gonna take 10 pulses. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then coming back through that tabletop position, taking around a cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, tucking that chin into the chest. Inhale, coming back through to center as we slowly flow the other side. So kicking our left foot out, making sure our heel's in line with our glute, keeping that glute engaged there by flexing our toes down towards the floor. When you find balance, bringing our right arm out in front of us and taking that elbow to the knee. So inhale to lift, exhale to contract, inhale to lift, exhale to contract, creating that cat spine here. Inhale to lift, exhale to contract. One more time, inhale to lift, exhale to contract, and hold it in for a few breaths. And then exhale, kicking it back out, placing our left palm down. So the important thing with these pulses is that we're not trying to spoil through the back. We're trying to just twitch that glute muscle so it lifts our leg up. So from here, just taking 10 pulses. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then coming through that tabletop position, we're gonna come into our first downward facing dog. So tucking our toes, piking our hips up to the sky. Checking our downward dog alignment here, making sure our index fingers are pointing towards the front of the mat. Kind of creating a little bit of space in between our fingers as we press them down through the mat. Turning our elbows down as we relax the shoulders away from our ears. Then bending into those knees, imagining there's a string around your hips and it's pulling you to the back of that mat. About 2 more breaths here. Maybe walking out your dog if you'd like to, or maybe stillness is calling. And then taking our right foot up to the sky, 3-leg dog. Turning our knee towards the sky, opening up our hip here. And inhale, coming back through to center, taking that knee towards our elbows and stepping it through. So from here, we're gonna bring our left knee down to the mat. Just slowly bring our arms up to the sky. Then we're gonna cactus our arms here. Slowly pressing into that right knee just a little bit more. And then turning to the right, we're gonna keep our arms cactus as we turn to the right, really engaging our Uddiyana Bandha here. One more breath. Inhale, coming back through to center. Interlacing our fingers, placing it on top of that knee. Just slowly taking that rocking motion here. And then pausing to hold in an area that feels good for you. Then when you feel ready, kicking your right foot straight, trying to keep your hips higher here, flexing those toes back towards you and saying hello to that hamstring, because wow, your girl's been sitting down a lot and it shows. 2 more breaths here. And then slowly bending into that right knee, framing that right foot, bringing that left knee off the mat as we step back into a plank position. We're gonna pause to hold this plank, remembering to tuck that pelvis to pull that belly button in here. Creating this long line of energy. 1 more breath. Then slowly piking our hips up to the sky, wagging out our tail or bending into one knee and the other. And then slowly coming through a moment of stillness as we kick our left foot up to the sky, turning our left knee up, kicking our left foot over us to open up that hip socket. Then inhale, coming back through to center. As you exhale, bringing that knee towards the nose, stepping it through, bringing our right knee down towards the mat and our arms overhead. And then bringing that cactus arms by bending our elbows and twisting over to the left. Really trying to strengthen our core, our inner thigh, our glutes, our outer thigh before we come into warrior one. Inhale, coming back through to center, interlacing your fingers, unusual way. Placing them on top of that thigh and just taking that right hip flexor stretch here. And once you found an area that feels good, pausing to hold. Then on your next inhale, you're gonna extend your left leg, flexing your toes back towards you to really get in those hamstrings. And for this one, I don't want you to sit down on your heel. I want you to stay up. I want you to have more length in the crown of your head, through your spine, so that your leg can feel more length down it. And woo, saying hello to that left hamstring here. When you feel even and complete, bending through that left knee, framing that left foot, stepping back, and we're gonna come into a child's pose. So bringing our knees out, our bigger toes to touch as we sit down and grow our arms forward. Recognizing how this child's pose feels different than the first one. Maybe you can feel your heart beating in your chest more. Maybe you're more awake. How does it feel to be you? One more breath together to seal it all in. Inhale through our nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale through a tabletop position, coming through that tabletop and then slowly piking our hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. I will not be cueing any flows here, but if you'd like to add them, you're more than welcome to. So you could come through to plank and take a flow, or just meet me in downward facing dog. But from here, we're gonna bring our right leg up to the sky, 3-leg dog as we step it through. And then with this foot, we're gonna turn it 45 degrees to the left. So 45 degrees, it's not 90, coming into warrior two, it's just a little bit of movement. And then when you feel ready, slowly lifting up. So checking our alignment here in warrior one, making sure our left foot is turning towards the front, kind of towards the side. So 45 degree towards the side. Our knees in line with our ankle. You can see your right big toe. And you're gonna pull this right hip back and pull this left hip forward. Engaging your core here, bringing your arms overhead and holding this to build some heat. One more breath here. Maybe bending into that right knee just a little bit more. And then cactusing our arms here. We're gonna take a twist to the right. Inhale back through to center. One more time, twist to the right. Inhale, coming back through to center. And slowly, we're going to take flight, but not yet. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like and then show you how to get there. So this is what it looks like. Now, how do we get there? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the weight, we're gonna bring our arms overhead, palms to touch, and we're gonna slowly just take the weight onto our right knee. So as I take the weight onto my right knee, I'm coming onto the tiptoes of my left foot. So we're gonna do that a few times. So we're gonna inhale to bring our arms up, exhale as we bring our hands together and just coming onto those tippy toes. So inhale to reach, exhale to bring it in as we come onto our tippy toes, bringing our weight into that right leg. One more time, inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer as we tip forward. And then maybe taking your flight here. So if you can't, we're trying to bring the crown of our head forward. As we bring the crown of our head forward, our left foot is just naturally going to lift. And then bringing our hands by our side, taking flight in our airplane here. Pulling that belly button into that core, turning those left toes down towards the earth. And we are flying over our favorite location to fly. One more breath. And then slowly bending into that right knee to step it back, warrior one. Woo, spicy. We're gonna slowly frame our right foot, step back into a high plank, or you're welcome to take your flow here. Piking our hips up to the sky and moving and grooving right away. So kicking our left foot up, bringing our knee towards our nose, stepping it through as we turn our right foot 45 degrees to the right. Checking our alignment here as we bring ourselves up, pulling that left hip back and that right hip forward, making sure you can see your knee in line with your ankle, you can see your left big toe, and then bringing your ribs down towards your pelvis here. Bringing our arms overhead and holding this pose to build heat. Making sure that right foot is splayed out 45 degrees to the right. Then as we exhale, we're gonna slowly bring our arms to cactus, taking a breath here. And then on our next inhale, we're gonna slowly twist to the right as we exhale. Inhale, coming back through to center. Exhale, twisting open to the left. Inhale, coming back through to center, bringing our arms overhead, talking through this next airplane pose. So what we're gonna wanna do on this side is we're gonna weight load our left foot. So how do we do that? Same way we did on the other side, but this might be your more dominant or less dominant side, but we're gonna do the dang thing. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like and then I'll take you there. So it looks like this. So you can see how effortlessly it looks because of the weight distribution. So coming back into warrior one, bringing our arms overhead, and we are going to slowly bring our palms to touch as we place all of our weight into that left foot, coming onto the tiptoes of our right foot. So inhale, coming back through to warrior one. Exhale as we bring our hands to prayer, loading that left foot and coming onto the right toes. 2 more times, and on the second time we're gonna take off. So inhale, hands up. Exhale, weight loading that left foot, coming onto the right tiptoes. We are going to take flight. So inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to prayer as we slowly place all the weight, and I'm gonna push my weight forward. And as I do that, my right leg just naturally lifts, flexing our right toes down towards the earth, bringing our hands to our sides and taking flight here. 2 more big belly breaths here. And the fun part is that they're mine and not yours. So you have to hold it maybe a little bit longer. 1 more breath. And release, coming back through to warrior one, framing that left foot, stepping back into that tabletop position or taking your flow. From here, we're gonna bring our knees down and slowly cross at the ankles to bring our legs out in front of us. Woo! We have built that heat up. Your girl is feeling it, and I hope you are too. So slowly bringing our legs out in front of us, taking our fleshy bits off our sit bones here, just taking a forward fold as we slow down our breath. Inhale, bringing our arms up to the sky. Exhale, slowly growing tall to tilt forward from the hips. Maybe grabbing onto your big toes, and if you can't, then bend your knees to get there. It's better to create a straight spine than it is to hunch yourself over. So creating that long line of energy and maybe extending out through your legs. Remembering to meet ourselves where we are without judgment and providing ourselves love. Then when you feel ready, you're welcome to round your spine, let go of all muscle engagement here. Taking more breaths in these poses. So about 2 more big belly breaths here. Then slowly walking yourself back up, bringing our arms parallel. Now you're welcome to add another core by coming through to boat if this is your jam, or you're welcome to just come through and take as long as you'd like to get back with as little or as much core engagement. So I'm gonna count us down and we will reach the bottom. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands overhead here. Taking that big good morning stretch as we point our toes, creating this long line of energy here. And then slowly bringing our knees into our chest, giving a rocking motion, maybe even creating circles with our knees here. And then slowly reversing your circle, giving our lower back a gentle massage here. Then when your circles are complete, keeping our right knee into our chest, kicking our left foot out, and just pausing here. So we put a lot of load onto our legs, so we're gonna open them up a little bit. Placing our right knee into our right palm, flexing our right foot as we slowly open up our hip, bringing our right knee towards the right. The most important thing is you want to anchor through this left hip down. So you don't want to roll over. You want to come as far as the edge, but not cross it. So technique is everything, and I will never let you guys dip on technique, excuse me. Inhale, bringing your knee back through to center, placing your right knee into your left palm, and then slowly, instead of pulling it across our body, we're gonna pull it up towards our shoulder. So getting a little bit more into the glute and the lower back here, less of a twist, really anchoring down through that right shoulder blade. So if that right shoulder blade is popping off the mat, you've gone too far. And it's okay to back off. Sometimes when we back it off, then we can accelerate forward. Inhale, coming back through to center, bringing both our knees into our chest here. Maybe grabbing a hold of our shins or the outer edges of our feet and just coming into a happy baby. Taking this time of playfulness to maybe kick into one leg and then the other, maybe bringing the soles of the feet together, maybe rocking side to side, bringing this moment of playfulness as we are so serious in our lives these days. Then when you feel ready, keeping your left knee into your chest, extending your right leg out and just pausing here to hold. Then slowly placing your left knee into your left hand, anchoring through that right hip as we slowly open that left knee towards the left side. Making sure you're not rolling over and you're really keeping an anchor through that anchor point of your hip. Inhale, coming back through to center, placing your left knee into your right palm, and we're not gonna pull it across our body for a twist. We're gonna pull it up towards our shoulder and making sure you keep your left shoulder blade down, giving you a little bit more of a hamstring stretch here as well. Of course, my doggy's gotta come say hi and see what mama's doing. Little kisses. I'm actually surprised he has not made his appearance yet. Inhale, coming back through to center, bringing both our knees into our chest, grabbing a hold of the shins or the feet as we come into this cosmic egg. My favorite, I guess pose name, not my favorite pose, my favorite pose name, as we are this little ball of energy, this cosmic egg. And we are gonna take the biggest inhale of class, so inhale through your nose, and then cracking our egg open as we exhale, Coming into our final Shavasana, taking up space on our mat, giving ourselves permission to have this moment, maybe bringing our palms up to the sky for receiving, or down. Slowly starting to bring awareness back to our body by wiggling our toes, wiggling our fingers, nodding our head. No as in no, I will not settle. Then yes as in yes, I could set anything my mind to. And then slowly rolling onto a side that calls to us, taking right for more energy, left for more restorative, pausing in an infant position. As Shavasana symbolizes the death of our practice, pausing in an infant position symbolizes our rebirth, because we always come off our mat just 1% better when we fill up our own cups. We all know by now, if our cup is empty, we can no longer help others. So it's important to take these moments for ourselves, taking a collective breath together to seal in the benefits of our practice. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, release, and then rolling onto your side a little bit more, coming up to that seated position as we end class, bringing our hands to touch, Anjali Mudra, then bowing down to our heart, offering ourselves gratitude, thanking ourselves for showing up, thanking ourselves for doing something out of the ordinary, and thanking ourselves simply for being. Bringing our thumbs up to our third eye. May the light within me see and adore the light within each one of you. May we all bow to one another as we say, Namaste. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed flying an airplane, and I hope you come back for more. So every Tuesday I do a sound bath. Every Thursday I do a beginner yoga flow. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe. You know what to do, YouTube. And thank you so much.